Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. American and Chinese Presidents Barack Obama and Xi Jinping have ended a two-day summit described by a U.S. official as unique, positive, and constructive. Chinese and U.S. officials hailed the summit that concluded Saturday at the Sunnylands estate in California as a historic moment that would help to avert future conflict, saying the two leaders found common ground on issues ranging from North Korea to climate change and pledged to talk about their differences more often. Obama had invited Xi to California in hopes of dispelling what the Brookings Institution last year called growing strategic distrust between the two sides. But old habits die hard, and even before the Chinese president arrived, it was announced he and his wife would not be staying on the estate, citing security concerns, and instead opted to stay at a Hyatt hotel. Also, what many anticipated even more than the two presidents meeting was of the two first ladies, which never came to be as Michelle Obama stayed in Washington, ostensibly for family reasons. Some speculated that a warm relationship between the president's wives could do more to win the hearts and minds of people in both countries than anything their husbands could ever work out. One of the most contentious issues the two men faced, and perhaps the most interesting development to come from Sunnylands, was related to cybersecurity. But before the meeting began, the British newspaper The Guardian published a report leaked by an employee of the U.S. National Security Administration detailing the comprehensive cyber espionage employed by the U.S. For years, when faced with accusations of cyber spying and theft, China responded that the U.S. engaged in hacking just as much, if not more often, than China. But until the recent leaks, many had not taken the counterclaims as seriously. Outgoing U.S. National Security Advisor Tom Donilon made it clear that continued cyber-enabled espionage emanating from China imperils hopes for a genuine partnership between the two countries. The issue dominated talks between the two leaders during the summit's final day, and they agreed to hold regular talks in the future about the issue, which some say might be the most substantive accomplishment from the summit. On other issues, Xi indicated a willingness to push changes at home, including liberalizing interest rates that could eventually create greater opportunities for foreign financial firms. Yet enacting such changes would mean confronting powerful domestic interests, including state-owned companies that benefit from preferential financing. Regarding geopolitical issues, a priority for the Obama administration was to press Mr. Xi to use China's economic leverage as North Korea's biggest aid donor, foreign investor, and trade partner to persuade the regime there to stop its nuclear weapons program. China has been putting more pressure on Pyongyang, which may be directly responsible for the talks between officials from North and South Korea, who sat down for the first intergovernmental talks in 2 years on Sunday, ahead of higher-level talks later this week. The Obama administration has welcomed China's new assertiveness with its neighbor and ally, believing that it reflects a new calculation that a constant state of crisis on the Korean peninsula is destabilizing for the Chinese as well. As the summit ended, an agreement was announced to work together on curbing greenhouse gas emissions, which the White House called an important new step to confront global climate change. Donilon also said the Chinese leader expressed an interest in learning more about an Asia-Pacific free trade pact that Beijing had previously denounced as part of a U.S. containment strategy. On July 8th, cabinet-level officials from the U.S. and China are scheduled to meet in Washington for the 5th Strategic and Economic Dialogue. That meeting will test whether the goodwill established this past weekend will translate into more concrete cooperation and move Sino-U.S. ties towards what some hope for a comprehensive partnership. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in economic insight.